Is this working? Oops. There we go. Hey, so I don't know if this is going to work or not because I've got like a sketchy tripod set up here. I'm going to try to get the camera right. Okay. David. Okay, right on. So I'm half blind here, guys, anyway, and I'll probably kick that tripod before it's all over with. But I've got a board of Yunomi up here that I'm just cutting some feet on this afternoon, and it just hit me that maybe I should do a Periscope. I don't know, because it's all the rage. And I'm going to have a hard time doing this and looking at the screen probably. So if you comment and I don't say anything, then it's because I'm sort of trying to focus on what I'm doing here. And maybe in a minute I'll move the camera to the other side. I'll start here. I've got 5 or 6 of these to do, so I'll move the camera around maybe. But anyhow, so I made these Yunomis yesterday, and today I'm just getting the feet cut on them, and then later I will probably stamp them as my decoration, and then maybe get them slipped this evening if they're dry enough. This clay is pretty soft. It's nice, but it is pretty soft. And I've just got these sitting on a chuck. I'll show you. Just got them on a chuck here on the wheel. Right on. So yeah, that's my stamp. Here's my little chop that I use to stamp my pottery with. It's just my last name. I used to just use an RP, but then I switched to Fillback because I figured people could find me better than just figuring out who RP was. That could have been a lot of different people. So there's that one. So you can see I just have this greenware chuck here, and I just kind of stick it on my wheel head with a little water so I can use it over and over and over again. I have a couple of these. I have some one for some soup bowl sizes, and then this one for the Yunomi. And then plates and stuff that are kind of wide and wider bowls, I'll cut the feet on them by just putting them on a foam bat. So I like leaving plenty of clay down here for the foot. That gives me a whole nother opportunity to, you know, make an impression, make an expression, whatever, on these pots. So I got plenty of clay down here, and I can really cut away a lot of clay. I'm throwing on my treadle wheel, which gives me a lot of really nice control. I can go really slow and just stop when I need to. I really love this wheel. I've been throwing on the treadle wheel for, hey, going to Clover. I've been throwing on this treadle wheel for several years now. Speaking of treadle wheels, it's, and you guys probably already know this today, but it's Warren McKenzie's birthday today. Hey, Phil. Ron, it's Ron, but Phil's close enough. I get that a lot. Anyway, yeah, so speaking of treadle wheels, it's Warren McKenzie's birthday, and he's 92, and he's been making pots on a treadle wheel for a long time. I hope I'm making pots on this wheel when I'm 92. Pot's got some nice looking lines on it. I'll do one more on this side of the wheel, and then I'll move over to the other side. I don't know if it really matters. I think you guys can see what I'm doing. Can you see what I'm doing? Thumbs up, thumbs down, hearts. How about some hearts? I never get any. Yeah, woo, hey. See, that's enough to make somebody get hooked on this right there. You just get those hearts, man, and that just perks your day up. So, okay, so there my chuck has come loose. It made it through 4 cups, and then it came loose. So I'm just going to dip this in my water bucket and put it back down here on my wheel head and recenter it. Okay, there we go. Now, you could just throw a fresh chuck every time, but I didn't do that this time. Right. So I usually try to set this foot up by cutting on the outside profile first and getting that pretty close to what I want. So I try to get this almost where I want it. My head's not in the way, is it? No. Okay. And then I come in here to the inside of the foot and work on this part of the foot last, or next. And I try to do this in as few moves as possible. I try just to really get these right and not fuss with them. You really can't fuss with them too much with the clay being this soft anyway. You kind of have to just do it, knock it out. Yep, like that. And we'll stamp on here. There you go. Right. So there's that one. A little side shot. I got the skull mark. Hey, yeah, awesome. I saw your feedback. Thanks, man, Britta. I'm glad you like that mug. Right now I'm using Loafer's Glory. It's sort of a white stoneware from High Water Clay. But I'm getting ready to switch. I'm getting ready to try out some B-Mix from Laguna. And I'm also going to try some clay from Starworks in North Carolina, over in Star, North Carolina. I'm in North Carolina, by the way. I'm in Shelby, North Carolina. Hey, you love loafers? Who are you? Hey, okay. Yeah, I like the way I like the way loafers looks in my kiln. It gets great color with my slip, but I don't like too much of anything else about it. It doesn't really throw. I mean, it throws okay. And I've been having some cracking problems, but I think those cracking problems are due to my, oh, hey, Barb. I think those cracking problems are sort of due to some of my drying. I think this is getting a little thin. Maybe not. I think those cracking problems are due to some of my drying. The way I'm drying my pots, or just the way they're naturally drying in here. And it also may be due to some thick and thin places. So, anyway, I've had a couple friends recommend not loafers, but B-Mix, and say that they love it. But I know everything has a personality, you know, and it's really just what you can sort of get used to and work with. I mean, really, I'd love to just be working with a sandy, groggy stoneware body, but those clays just don't give me the colors that I like on my slips in the soda kiln. So I'm fussing with this one too much. See how much I'm fussing with this? Not good. I'm gonna stop. So yeah, so I mean, I've even thought about, this one looks kind of funny. I've even thought about working with some porcelain. That could be more trouble, right? Porcelain? Yeah. Who likes porcelain? I'm just going to compound my problems. I'm just going to see how many problems I can have. Yeah, that one's okay. There's that one. I did a YouTube video yesterday of me throwing one of these. Oh, okay. Yep, attachments. So if you go to my website or my blog, you can see the YouTube video of me throwing a Yunomi. That's at ronphilbeckpottery.com. Oh, Dave's porcelain. Okay, cool. Right on. I might have to try that out. That's good to know. I got to get me some, I went through the porcelain 12-step program. Oh, great. That would be perfect for me. That would be perfect. I'll talk to my therapist tomorrow and see if she can hook me up. So these guys here are square, softly squared a little bit. So I'm just going to put them right on the wheel head instead of on the chuck. And I'm just going to tap that on center. Can you guys do that tap on center thing? That's like the best thing ever. The tapping on center, man. I don't use it just for trimming, you know. I use it like if I have to wax some bottoms, or like if I'm doing some decoration or some banding on the banding wheel. So that tapping on center comes in handy. I don't really have anything against the Giffen grip, but my pots a lot of times they're too wonky on top, and I put them in the Giffen grip, and the tops are centered and the bottoms weren't centered, and the bottom's the part you got to work on. Anyway, so I just had to learn to tap on center, which is cool. It's really just practice. Yep, exactly. It's hard to talk and Periscope and cut feet, man. That's a lot of responsibility here. Silly. Alright. I've been trying to watch some of you guys on Periscope. I usually just catch the replays because I'm in here working sometimes when people are Periscoping, and so I don't really have my notifications on. So I'll usually watch some Periscopes at night. And so I'm kind of missing out on some of the conversation. Maybe I'll try to get in on some of that. But it's pretty cool, this whole thing. Okay. I think that's okay. Yeah. So I like, you know, sort of a broad mark on a trimming, on a turning. So I like to use a tool that's sort of a broad tool like this. I don't like a little narrow trimming tool. I also use this tool quite a lot, this Japanese tool. We made these at Penland one year when I was there. And so it's great. Maybe I'll use that on the next one. Let's see if I can screw that up. I've got to put my name on here. They learned a lot. Oh yeah, cool. Right on. Yeah, it's like a freaking virtual classroom. It's awesome. I learned a lot too, man. I was watching Will Baker the other day. I was watching a replay, and he was throwing some really nice bowls, but he also was showing these little slab trays that he's been making, and they were really nice, and that really made me want to try something like that. So it's inspiring, you know, to see people doing lots of different stuff. I hear the studio dog wants in. We'll see. She probably hears me in here talking and wants to know who I'm talking to. Okay. Let's see here. I only got 2 more to go, so if you're getting bored, it's almost over. Alright, so I'm going to try this tool. I use this tool quite a lot, but I just get in the habit of using my Dolan tool. This tool's great. It gives you a whole nother kind of experience, really. I love that little slope right there from cutting with that tool. You can do this trick right here is awesome. Yeah, that little move. This clay is really soft. It's a little sticky. A little more sticky than usual. Or than I would usually have it. I had a bunch of pots dry out last night. because I didn't cover them up, and I was sort of in emergency room mode this morning, saving pots, you know, rehydrating, which is not very good, I don't think. But anyway, I had to rehydrate some pots and put them under plastic, and anyway, but they were okay this afternoon, and I managed to get the feet cut on them. I just hope they make it through the kiln. Boy, that's a nice deep foot. All right, oh, I think I must have some clay in there. There we go. That's cool. Yeah, so that makes sort of a different kind of foot, you know. What you know, different tool, different foot. Get these things off here. Oh, name. Since I'm not the unknown potter. All right. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. That's pretty good pot, I think, so far. Oh, loafers. Yeah, loafers glory. Cone 10, the big loafers, not the little loafers. Sorry if I'm not seeing your comments, you guys. I'm having trouble. I'm trying to make these pots pretty decent, you know. It's hard for me to do more than one thing at a time. Yeah, so this is loafers glory. Thanks for whoever chimed in there. Help me out, you guys. Okay, this is the last one. Then we'll do something fun. This is fun. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do after this. This is pretty much it. See what everybody else is doing on Periscope. Maybe somebody's unloading a kiln or something. All right. See, this one, this pot's a little drier than those other ones. My studio's been really weird this winter. I've had, like, my heat's kind of funky, and it's not really warm in here, and then I try to get it warm, and then everything's drying out, and I've just got electric heat. I don't have a wood stove or anything like that. I've got some baseboard heat, and then I've got one of those infrared heaters too that I've been using some, and that thing, God, it seems like, I don't know, stuff's drying out. Not in a good way. Do this little thing again. Whoops. Uh-oh, my battery's getting low. I gotta click that button. This may be over before it's over. I think I'm running out of clay in here too. There we go. Alright guys, I'll just look at that. I think that's okay. So what happens next on these is, let me put my name on this one. I'll show you my stamp again, you guys who joined late. There, oops, where's the camera, huh? There's my stamp. Yep, hey, you're welcome. Thank you. So, yep, that's pretty nice. So what happens next on these, hang on and I'll get off my tripod here. Hey, let's look around here though, so I can show you these now. So what happens next on these is they'll sit here for a little while, and then I'll do some stamping decoration on these. That's sort of my thing right now, is stamping. Thanks. So here's my treadle wheel. So those are done. Here's some I made last week that are drying. So these already have some stamping on them. See, that's a little leaf pattern and some rope impress decoration. And these have been slipped. Thanks. Yeah, so these are all just drying over here on the rack. Upside down. And I finished up these sugar bowls this morning too, or they're just little cover jars. They got roped and stamped. These are the ones that were in the emergency room earlier. They had to be rehydrated. Hydrate Medical showed up and gave them a IV. Yep. Okay. Hey, well, thanks for watching. That was fun and sort of impromptu. So I appreciate the hearts, and I'll see you guys another day. Okay. Cheers. See ya. Thank you.